standing here in my kitchen, and behind me are some pictures on the fridge. We'll try to get in closer and take a look at these. These are all friends who have passed. I try to keep this section of the front for theater friends. Here is my good friend Gary Holcomb, and up here is Tony Bernal, and this is Patricia McElrath, who founded the theater that today is known as Kansas City Rep, and who inspired many, many people to follow in her footsteps. And there's a quote right on the photograph: "Keep in your souls some images of magnificence." And I try to do that. And now I'm going to try to move almost gracefully over to my kitchen table and set these things up, and we will begin. So, when things shut down for COVID-19, at first I thought this will be easy. I'm a writer. Most of the time I work from home anyway. A lot of times right here at this kitchen table. And I live alone, so nobody's going to get on my nerves. So this is not going to turn out like Jack Nicholson in The Shining. And then the world changed. And that makes me realize I'm in my 60s, high blood pressure. I need to make out my will. And making out my will makes me think of the quote from David Bowie: "Aging is an extraordinary process whereby you become the person you always should have been," which makes me depressed. But I'm trying to live up to what David Bowie said. How? By asking myself the big questions. Because it's obvious, reality is going to have to reset. So we should all ask ourselves the big questions, right? But what are the big questions? Well, I'm human, so I start off thinking about myself. How will the COVID shutdown affect my career? Selfish. I'm turning into Jack Nicholson in The Shining after all, which makes me more depressed. So what questions should I be asking? What is the future of theater? When the world finally returns to normal, what will the new normal be? Does theater need to prove that theater is necessary? And I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to do that when I get this weird feeling and I look over at my refrigerator. Are my friends on the fridge trying to tell me something? Because maybe you're like I am. You have friends, pictures of friends on your fridge. Years ago, I started putting pictures of friends who died on the front till the whole front was full. But after a while, dilemma. Now, each time somebody died, is that a picture on the side? What if it's a close friend? No problem, rearrange the pictures, close friends to the front. But you see the problem with that, right? Now, anytime somebody dies, is that a friend for the front or just a person to put on the side? And the problem with that is when I sit here and look over, the people I see are the ones on the side. Why didn't they make it to the front? Did they fail? Or was it me? Do I need to reset my own reality? Or maybe it's nobody's fault. That's just the way life is. You have friends on the front, friends on the side, and friends who don't even make it to the fridge. And this is mostly what I think about now. Not what the future of the world will be, not COVID, not my career, not kudos, not cash, but who am I? Who am I really? What do I stand for? What will I not stand for anymore? And why did it take a shutdown to remind me of what kind of person I want to be? Are pictures on a fridge a clue as to how to live your life? When the time comes you die, How many fridges will you be on? And where?